Hello, this is yeah. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you're watching me from. We'll be looking at complex numbers and we'll consider multiplication in complex number this afternoon. So please like, comment, and share. I'll be very grateful. Is that clear? Invite others to be part of this wonderful class. It's okay. In our previous class, we did some examples, if I'm not mistaken. Amen? Amen. Yeah, I love you guys. Okay, so let's fix idea with one or two examples before we proceed further. I have here some examples how we can multiply two numbers, two complex numbers. Is that clear? Okay, yeah, from the exercise I have here, okay, amen. Okay, let's look at this given example, given z1 equals to 1 minus 3i and z2 equals to 1 plus 3i, and they said find z1 and z2. Amen. Please look at the board. Invite those who are here to be part of the class. I love this. Okay. Please, if you don't understand, drop your question in the comment section. I'll be very grateful. Amen. Amen. Okay, so let's proceed to look at it together. They say find z1 times z2. It's simple as ABC. Solution. Our z1 times z2 is equals to, this is our z1, this is our z2, right? So 1 minus 3i, open bracket, close bracket, times 1 plus 3i. Amen? Are you following? Yeah. Okay. So if you can see what I am saying, we have to multiply, amen, to multiply out the two brackets. So it means this is our real part, this is our imaginary part. So what you need to do here is use the real part to multiply out this second bracket. Then after that, you use the imaginary part to multiply out the second bracket. Then you collect like terms, add or subtract. That is all. Amen. Okay, so here z1 times z2 is equals to, here is 1, 1 times 1 will give us 1, right? 1 times plus 3i, we are going to have plus 3i, amen? Minus 3i times 1 minus 3i. Then minus 3i times plus 3i, we are going to have minus 9i squared. True or false? Yeah. Any question, please look at the board. If you are not clear, drop it in the comment section. I want you to, are you okay? Can we continue? Yes or no? Please, I want you to like, comment, and share it. Share the link, your Facebook or TikTok, any one of these, or X. I will be very grateful. It's okay. Please try and invite others. You are supposed to be more than this number. Okay, so can we continue? We can continue, right? It's okay. Oh, so let's look at it together. So this implies that here will now be, you don't need the prophet to tell you this and this will cancel. True or false? It's true, right? So we'll be left with 1 minus 9i squared. Okay, yeah. If you could recall, in the class, I made mention, we consider the powers of I, true or false, that if we have I is equals to square root of minus 1. It means whenever you have square root of minus 1, it is known as what? I. True or false? This is how to find square root of minus 1 in complex plane. Is that clear? So now, since we have I squared, so if this is I is equal to square root of minus 1, what should be the I squared? I squared, by the time you take square root, we are going to have I squared equals to what? Minus 1, true or false? So this implies that our Z1 times Z2 is equals to 1 minus 9, open bracket, I squared is minus 1, right? Minus 1, amen? Amen. Okay, so here is 1 minus 9 times minus 1 plus 9. This is equals to 10. So it implies that Z1 times Z2 is equals to 10. True or false? True or false? Any question, please? Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Yes or no? No question? Yeah, ask your question. Abubakar Ahmad. Ask your question, please. I'm waiting. Abubakar Ahmad. Ahmad. Abubakar. You said you have a question. Please ask. Ask your question. Abubakar, you said you have a question. Ask your question. Ask your question, Abubakar. Please invite others to be here. You people are few here. Invite others to be here. Okay, so far so good. There's no question. Let's proceed. Is that clear? If there's no question, let us proceed. I want you to share the link on your Facebook page, TikTok, okay, yeah, Abubakar, you say you don't understand how I square. Yes, I think you've not been following our classes. I may say maybe you were not in class when I treated I square, and I also treated it here. If you go back to my video, you will see it. You know, I try to consider, amen, I square, I powers of I. When we have I, that is how it is. I means is square root of minus 1. So if we want to consider I square, by the time you square both sides, here will be minus 1. True or false? Then at the same time, if we are to simplify I raised to power 3, we apply what? Indices here. Note that we can rewrite this idiot in this form times this, amen? Amen. I times I is I raised to the powers of 3. Abubakar, are you listening? So if that is the case, it means we can rewrite this in this form. This is the same as I raised to power 3. Since the bases are the same, by the time we apply multiplication law, we add the powers to give us raised to power 3. So now I square is what? Minus 1. So here will now be minus 1 times I. So minus 1 times I is what? Will give us I. So take note of all this. Is that clear, Abubakar? Are you okay? Are you okay? Abubakar, are you okay? Yes or no, please, so that we can proceed further. Are you okay, or you still want me to explain further? Abubakar, Abubakar, are you okay? Okay, so, oh, somebody is lost. Favor Peter. Oh, you are lost. Uh, where? At what point? Favor Peter. He said you are lost. Favor Peter, please. Where? Favor Peter, talk to me. You said you are lost now. Should I continue? Yes or no? Huh? Huh? Explain that first part. First part of, is it Z1 times Z? Favor Peter, please. To me. Oh, Emmanuel, you want me to go over it once again? It's okay. Anyway, explain it here will be a bit far. Yeah, let me just explain it again here. As I was saying, I said, before multiplication, a complex number, we consider powers of I. So, powers of I means if we have I is equals to square root of minus 1. You agree with me? So if we take square root on both sides, it means this will now turn to I squared equals to minus 1. True or false? I mentioned that, isn't it? Okay. So now, assuming we have I raised to the powers of 3, this is the same as I times I times I. Of course, which you and I know that we can reduce this in this form, raised to the powers of 2 times I. Then this is I raised to the power 2 is minus 1 times I. So minus 1 times I, it means I raised to the powers of 3 is equals to minus I, yeah. Minus I. True or false? Look at the board. Amen? True or false? True, right? Okay. Yeah. So, when you have been given to consider Z1 times Z2 equals to 1 minus 3I times 1 plus 3I. Amen? So, what you need to do is a complex number, you and I, we know that this part is the real part. Then this part is what? The imaginary part. True or false? It's true, right? Okay, so we use this. If we want to open these two brackets, we use one of the brackets to multiply the other one. Then we open the bracket. So 1 times 1, here we are going to have 1. 1 times plus 3 plus 3, plus 3i plus 3i. Then we have minus 3i to multiply out this bracket. Minus 3i times 1 minus 3i. Are you following? Then minus 3i times plus 3i, we are going to have minus 9i squared. True or false? It's true, right? It's okay. So if you agree with me, you don't need a prophet to tell you z1 times z2 is equals to, you don't need a prophet. Here, 3i minus 3i, just like 2 minus 2 or 3 minus 3, which is equals to what? 0. True or false? So here, this and this will cancel. We'll be left with, minus 9i squared. But let's come back here. I squared is what? Minus 1. True or false? So this implies that our z1 times z2 is equals to 1 minus 9. I squared is minus 1. So minus 9 times minus 1, we are going to have plus. This is equals to 1 plus 9, which is equals to 10. This is how we got 10. Please. We can proceed further, right? Any question? Yes or no? Do you understand? Do you understand? Any question? Hope you are following. Are you following? Yes, no? Yes. Any question? Do you have any question? So that is that. That is how far we can go. If there's no question, I continue. No question? Okay, let's look at this. Evaluate, assuming you are asked to evaluate 1 minus I raised to the power of 3. Yeah. Let's look at it together. Okay. So let's evaluate this together. Is that clear? Let us evaluate it together. Okay, so let's look at this. Amen. If we are to evaluate this, it means 1 minus I all raised to the power of 3 equals to, is the same thing as 1 minus I times 1 minus I times 1 minus I. True or false? This is how you are supposed to expand it, isn't it? So you first use these two brackets to multiply. Then any other 1 times 1 times minus I minus I times 1 minus I times minus I plus I squared. True or false? Remember these brackets. Amen. Then here equals to 1 minus I minus 2I. Then I squared is minus 1. As 1 minus I. Amen. Then this and this will go. True or false? Amen. So this is equals to minus 2I times 1 minus I. equals to minus 2i times 1 is minus 2i. Then minus 2i times minus I plus 2i squared. Amen? True or false? It's true, right? So this is equals to minus 2i. Amen? Plus I squared is what? I squared is minus 1, right? I squared is minus 1. This is equals to minus 2i minus 2. Amen? Yeah, this should be the answer, or this is the same thing as minus 2 minus 2i. This is how it's supposed to be. Do you have any question? Please ask. So that we can proceed. Any question? Any question? Yes or no? 008. Do you have any question? 084. Any question? Please try and invite others so we can proceed, right? So now we want to consider a division in complex number. Cancel what? You want to cancel what, Emmanuel? I. How can you cancel I? Where? Emmanuel. You cannot cancel them. No. Emmanuel, you cannot cancel them. Yeah. Look at it now. Look at it. We got this here using these two brackets. True or false? This times this gives us this. This is 1 minus I plus I squared. But you know that minus I is minus 2I. Then I squared is what? Is it not minus 1? Yes. It's minus 1. So this is plus 1. This is minus 1. This and this will cancel. True or false? We'll be left with minus 2I. Then this bracket. So what we need to do is for us to what? Multiply, use minus 2I to multiply this bracket. So minus 2I times 1 minus I is going to give us minus 2I times 1 minus 2I. Then minus times minus will give us what? Plus. That is why you are saying plus. So minus 2I times I. You're supposed to have plus 2I squared. True or false? Then this is how you are supposed to. You define I squared, which you know minus 1. That is why you are saying minus 1 here. So you can now see that minus 2 open bracket minus 1 plus times minus is minus. So you can now see that at the end of the day we got complex number. We have both the real parts and what? Imaginary part. So I said we can, if in this form, we can also transform it in this form. Do you have, or do you understand, please? So let us proceed without wasting much of our time. Let's proceed further to consider division in complex number. Is it okay? Let's proceed further. So, division let's consider division, right? Okay. So now I want to consider division numbers of complex. So now, if Z1 is equals to A plus IB and Z2 is equals to C plus, and you are asked to find Z1 all over Z2, denominator. The operation in between the real part and the complex number here is what? Plus. So you turn it to what? Minus. Sorry, C minus ID all over C minus ID. You have done. So what left is for you to multiply, use the denominator to multiply denominator, use the numerator to multiply numerator. That is all. I know you people are enjoying your Valentine. That is why you are not much in attendance. But notwithstanding, you are supposed to. We are not taking the whole days, just 2 hours, 2 of us. Yeah. So, do you understand? You understand, right? Okay. So, far so good. So, what you need to do here is our Z1 all over Z2 is equals to A plus IB times C minus ID all over C plus ID, amen, times C minus ID. True of us. It's true, right? So far, so good. So our Z2 all over Z2 is equals to A times C is AC, isn't it? Then A times minus ID minus IAD. Then IB times C plus IBC or CB. Since multiplication is commutative, anyway, whichever way we want to write it. Either CB or BC, you are right. Even here too, either you say you want to write DA or AD, you are also correct. Here too, you want to say CA or AC, you are right, because multiplication is commutative. It's okay. So IB times minus ID, we are going to have minus I square BD. That is the numerator. So let's consider the denominator. C times C, we are going to have C square. C times minus ID minus ICD. Amen. ID times C plus ICD, then plus ID times minus ID, we are going to have minus I square and B. Please ask your question. I'll be asking your question. If you have any question, ask. If you have any question, oh, the network is not clear. At network. Sorry about that. Be the network. Check whether the network is okay now. Oh, sorry about the network. Just check whether the network is okay so that we continue. The network is okay now. Okay, if the network is okay, it's okay. So as I was saying, I said this is division of complex numbers, true or false. So when you are asked to find if Z1 is this, Z2 is this, find Z1 all over Z2, what will first come into your mind is you are going to conjugate the denominator of the complex number. Look at it, this is Z1, A plus IB all over C plus ID. So you conjugate this denominator, C plus ID. What you consider is what is the operation in between C and ID? Is plus. Since it is plus, when you are conjugating, you are going to convert it to what? Minus. But supposing here is minus, you convert it to plus. So you can now see the right hand side. We have converted plus to what? Minus, all over minus. Are you saying? Do you understand? Oh, the network is very bad. Wow. Okay, so sorry about the network. It's our country. I don't want to make things function for us to enjoy. It's okay. So, as I was saying, what you need to do here is use the numerator to multiply numerator, use denominator to multiply denominator. Can you see now? A plus IB times C minus ID, then C plus ID times C minus ID. So, A times C, AC, A times minus ID is minus IAD, plus IB times C, IBC, then plus IB times minus ID is going to be minus I squared BD. Then all over the same thing, C times C, we are going to have C squared, then C times minus ID minus CD, then ID times C plus ICD, then ID times minus ID is I squared minus I squared D squared. True or false? Yeah. Any question? Okay. So far, so let's proceed. Yep, let's proceed. So here, you don't need a prophet to tell you this and this will cancel, true or false. So our Z1 all over Z2 will now be equals to AC minus, here will be IAD plus IBC minus, open bracket, minus 1, because I square is minus 1, then times BD all over C square minus I square is minus 1 times D square. True or false? It's true, right? So this times this will give us what? Here we are going to have Z1 all over Z2 is equals to AC, then this times this plus BD, then we are going to have, let's first write plus before this, so plus IBC minus IAD, then all over C square minus times minus plus 1 times D square, D square. Can you see now? So fast, so good. Our Z1 all over Z2 is equals to AC plus BD plus I is common, we can factor it out, BC minus AD. then all over c squared plus d squared. And this is the final answer. Look at it again and again. Look at it again and again. This is the final answer. Yeah. Any question? Is there any question that you want us? You want us to ask? Okay, so let's proceed. Let's proceed. Evaluate bracket 1 plus 3i raised. Yeah. Any question? Oh, somebody said I should explain the numerator, sir. Oh, Mohammed, are you just coming? Mix up with the alphabet. There's nothing like, yeah, glad you asked your question. There's nothing like mixed up with the alphabet. There's nothing like mixed up with the alphabet. Please, look at it together very well. Two last line. Okay, I'm coming. I'm going to explain from the two last line. Yeah, sorry for the break in transmission. Security network is bad. Network is really bad. Oh, so unfortunate. Yeah, I'm coming. Just give me I'll be back. Few minutes. I'll be back. Few minutes.